What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So today we got to do a Black Clover character. We're going to do Asta, but it's from the manga, and he's been training, so he's all buff and a little bit older, I think. So for anyone who doesn't read the manga, I won't reveal anything. So apart from how he looks, obviously, but most people probably have seen it if you're a fan of Black Clover anyway. So I've moved, his hand is outstretched holding a sword over here, and his head is over here. So half the page, say, is sword, and half the page is Asta's body. So we're going to start over on the right hand side with his right eyelid. So curve it up just here, and then down like that, kind of like a hook. And then you can just thicken it up a little bit. Kind of like that. And then this bottom eyelid comes around underneath, just there. And then his iris, a long sort of skinny iris, not a perfect circle, more of an oval, just here. And then his pupil in the middle. And if you want, you can draw a shine, or just leave a section white when you're colouring in. Up to you. So his eyebrows, just very thin kind of lines, just going up this way. Up pretty far as well, up the length of his eye. And then some sort of eyelid lines here as well, like so. And he might have some lines kind of around his eye as well, like so. So his other eye, just over here, curve a line up like so, down around the back like this. And then you thicken that up. So his eyes are quite big, so we're closer than eye distance. So probably like a standard human eye could fit in between there. And then not a big old anime eye. So his bottom eyelid then curves around here. And then his iris, skinny circle, oval, and then a pupil. And we might as well add a shine here as well, or a highlight, just in there. Remember, guys, use a pencil, and if I go too fast, hit pause. Use a pencil first, and sketch lightly. It makes it easier to rub things out if you make mistakes. Draw it light until you get it right. And then we have the back of his eye, and then we have the underneath line for his eye. And then we have his eyebrow, so it's just like a tick sort of line, runs up this way. And then his eyelid line. And you might see a couple more, like so. It's not, his eyebrows aren't really defined that much. So then his nose, so it's just like a little sort of V just down here. And maybe a nostril line just there as well. His mouth, a real big smile, real optimistic smile. So real big from eye to eye. So say from here, so underneath this eye as well, like to right here. That's where we're going. So then we run this line across the top, like so. And then we bring the bottom lip down, and then back up the other side. And then there's like a shadow, just this line is kind of a bit thicker in here. And then his teeth come across, just like so. Probably can't see all of the teeth, but like that. Now, so his chin is just down here, with a pointy chin, and this is going to come up to his jaw, just there. Now's your chance to check your proportions. So the nose is halfway between the eyes and the chin. It's like the same distance. So, but they're huge eyes, so it's probably to the top of the eyes. Just here, from the nose to like the top of his eye is the same distance from the nose to the chin. See that? And then like his bottom lip is like halfway between the nose and the chin. But it's a big mouth as well, so it's like a big distance. It's just over halfway a little bit. The proportions are exaggerated in Black Clover. So then this comes up side of his face, and then this comes up side of his face here, like so. So then he's a headband on, so it kind of comes across the top of his head here. Like so. And then there's like hair underneath that. So we've got hair here, hair spike, just there, hair spike here. And then hair spike coming down to there, back up to here, another one inside there, and then some like hairlines, like so. Another hairline spike coming this direction. This comes back that way. Some texture lines in there, and then we've one turned upwards. So it spikes up, back in, and it goes underneath his headband there. And we've a couple of lines for texture on that as well. And then his ears just in here, so we can just see his ears spiking down in here. And then another spike on this side, coming up into there. Hairlines, just like so. And then his ear, just in here. And he might have some lines for the bones and ligaments inside his ear, like so. Right, so the top of that headband then comes up and around. Up and around to here. I'm going to stop it here because he's got loads of hair spikes that come down across it, so we'll just do the other side. So it comes up like so. Comes up pretty long, so like up to here. And then hair spikes. And the ones on the edges curve around, and then we've another layer of these. So just like, so like 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4. And then these have lines like so, just coming around. Some texture lines on them. So, more hair spikes coming all the way around his head. So, one spike in here, one spiking up here, back down, and one coming up this way, back in, and then we've like a thin one that goes up real long, but goes off my page, comes back into there, and then we have another hair spike going up this way. Coming back across, back down, going this way, going back in, to there. And then we've some coming out from behind his ear, small ones, just there, and behind his jaw, just there. And all these have like hairlines on them as well. Right, so he's got a red symbol on his headband, so it's like a scar sort of thing, spiking down like so. First, then the other side comes across, up, down, across, up, down, a spike out here, across, like so, and that's red inside. And then we have his black bull's symbol here. It's kind of a unusual shape to draw, but we'll give it a go. It's like the side of the head comes down around like this. The bottom comes down there. Comes around back up to the top. And then there's like stuff inside there, but I don't think I will. I'll do it. I can't really explain it. It's just like this line that designs like a bull's skull. But there's like a nose there, another nose, a line coming down around the side, like a side of his face or something, another eye somewhere here. Just sort of a pattern like this. Something like that. So his neck, right, so neck comes down here, this comes across. Then neck comes across like so. I'm gonna add a rope coming across his chest here. So it just comes across, down like so. This side comes across down to there. Then we have a golden clasp on the bottom, just here. And it meets a button. Just there. And then the rest of his neck can come off that side. So we have his Black Bull's uniform. So this kind of comes down to this button here. Comes into it, comes out the other side and down like so. So this is that cape that's on his shoulder. So this comes up like this. Then we have like a fold line, another bump line, and then this comes out and down all the way to here. And this comes out and around like so. And we bring it across the other side, so it goes up and around like so. And then there's a golden rim on that, so it comes down. You're just doing like a double edge. Coming across this way, down into there. And then his forearm comes down off the page here, and his bicep kind of comes out here, and his forearm there. And then another line for the inside of his bicep, and then you can see kind of the underside of this cape. So it comes in this way, comes across into about here, and then the side of his body is like here. And then we have the gold rim of that cape just coming in there. And then his waistband comes in and down, and then down there. See, so the other side of his body, so it's this a black section that comes across his chest just here. Like so. This kind of bumps around here and bumps around this section, and then we have the side of his body comes down here. And then the other side of his waist, just trousers, just there, comes across and down. Right, so then we can see all muscles in here. So we can see, we'll start at his neck, so we can do some neck muscles coming down this way. Neck muscle coming down this way. Collarbone. Another neck muscle. Line for his Adam's apple. So the collarbone will come out underneath here, go off the other side and off there. And then some more neck muscle lines. Another one here. And then we have some anatomy on his chest. So chest muscle coming down here the middle. Kind of a broken line. Coming back around here. Maybe some muscle lines going this way. Then the other one coming down underneath like so. And then we've abs, so a line here, coming down like so, going down to there. The line here, and coming across like so, coming up and around. Then we have his obliques, the side ribs, side abdominal muscles. Just some lines for those. And then another layer of abdominal muscles again. So he's been training hard, as you can see. And then the other side just here. I think that's his belly button. And then he's got a scar along his stomach. Just adding these zigzag sort of spiking lines coming across his stomach. Like so. Okay, so this top line for his arm comes out just here, so we have a bump for his shoulder. Like so. And then we have a second bump for like his bicep. And then a third bump for his forearm. And then we have the sleeve of his uniform coming this way. And then his forearm bumps back this way. And then we've got some bumps for his tricep. So one there. And then another one coming down this way. And then his armpit and underarm comes back that way. Then we got some muscle lines inside here. So his chest keeps going here. Line across here. Shoulder muscle going this way. And then his bicep going down in here. Back around under there. And maybe back up this way. Like so. This is a pretty skin tight part of his clothing. That's why you can see so many lines for his muscles on it. And then there's another clasp here. So it's like a clover. So we do a line here. Comes out to a point. It's like a diamond. And this comes down to there. Back up to here. And back to the base of it. Just there like that. And right, so we'll just finish this area and then we'll move on to his hand and his sword. So we have a star. Just there. there's some lines on this rope. So just diagonal lines coming. Like so, and then going back the other way. Like that. And then we have the Black Bull's symbol again here. It's much bigger, so we can make out a lot more of the details. So I'll try my best to get this now. This kind of shape for the top of it first, and then it you could leave this out, of course. It curves around like that. It looks like a bat. But then this comes in, goes down to there. It's a good bit longer then. Comes out for the side of the face, comes back around like this, like so. Right, so I guess we'll just draw the outline. So we have a horn here. Like this, and then you have a similar sort of thing over here. Like that. And then the inside part of the head. Bumping, waving line. Coming down around the other side, so real long. It's a cow's skull, so cows have long faces. It comes down like this, back up to there. And then there's like a star in here. Not a perfect star, but just like a star just there. And then we have holes for where the eyes would be. So, and then like a black section in here with a white line around it. And this kind of runs up to the face there, and this comes to there, and we have another white line running up into here, and then there's like a crown, I think. And then some things coming off here. I have no idea what these things are now. So. And then there's like a border running around, I think. Barely see it though. And then these parts are all black. Okay, I think that's the best I can do for that. So we'll go over and do his hand. So his forearm, so it becomes skin now. So this area is black and this area is white. So his forearm comes out to there. This forearm comes out like so. Bit of a bump there maybe for his wrist. And then, so his thumb, you go up. Take your time with hands, they're as hard as faces. We go across. So we bring it down, like so. This is his thumb now. So it goes around, back up into there. This comes across, back up. And then he has a thumbnail, like so. So then his fist, he's like this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 knuckles coming down in a sequence. So out, down, like that. This one comes in, back into the thumb. Comes down again, back in. Like a series of letter L's. In like this, in like this. Then this last one is the little finger. So this comes across like so, up like this, and up to there. It in a bit. And then this meets the next finger, goes up to there, comes up like so, comes up, and then in a bit. And then that meets the next finger. You can see a pattern. This comes out to there, this comes across, up to there, and back into there. And then we have some lines for skin and knuckles. So up here, that finger turned in, knuckle line, knuckle line, knuckle line, knuckle, knuckle, knuckle there, there, and then his nails. So just diagonal line coming out here, diagonal line there, down like so. Boom. Right, so you'll probably need a ruler for this bit. So it's the handle of his sword. So it comes out from his thumb just here. Comes down like so. The other side down like so. And then this comes up to the handle on top. So it kind of comes in, goes around the top, back down, back into there. And then we keep this line going down all the way out to say here. So it comes out this finger, comes down to like here. Oh, and in here as well. Anywhere there's a gap. In there. And then his hand comes across and underneath. And we have another line for his hand here, and this comes down like so. And just here we meet the hilt, so we go diagonal out both sides, like that. And then these go across. So across to here. This one goes across to about here. And then we go around the bottom, like that. This one goes around as well, just there. Then we bring it back in. And they're kind of skinnier on the tips. Like so, and then this is going to come in diagonally, and then down like so diagonally. And it meets the top of his blade, which runs straight across here. And then it's going to go down, boom, that way, and down, boom, that way. And I think there's like a circle in here. But I think it's all black, so you can't really see any of that. So, did I get everything? No, sorry, his wrist. So we've got just some lines on his hand, just here. One there, coming in. It's hard to get everything, huh? And then a line on his wrist. A line coming up his forearm. Coming down the forearm that way. Across into here, and then the top of that line coming around there. Okay, I think now we have everything. Okay, how to draw Asta after the time skip. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.